Hi guys, this is the debut of the tarot. I finally did my research, did all the homework that I needed to do, learn tarot in the way that I need to learn it. I'm not quite the traditional tarot reader, sorry about that, but I just don't do things like everyone else. I'm me, you know. And Gemini as well. We like to think outside the box. This is for the tarot for the visually gifted. I will only do, or for the visually gifted, I will only do it at dark time. And it's still just dark enough for me to pull this off. The tarot for the healers will be done as soon as light crests that window. And that's just because healers are light creatures, you know? Tarot for the visually, it's not saying tarot for the visually gifted is for dark creatures. It's just saying that psychics, mediums, and dreamwalkers, all their power originates between the 3 and 5 a.m. hours. And I know I'm a little bit past that by about 2 hours, but it's still within that catch frame. And this is my first vid, so we're gonna just start off at 7. Tomorrow I'll do it at 3 a.m. and I will do the healers during dawn, during first light break. It's easier to channel their messages when I'm in that mode of sunshine. I don't know if that makes sense, and it's okay if it doesn't. All right, so we're going to start out. See, and just so you know, I don't do months, weeks. I mean, well, maybe weeks, but like in the week. But I don't go past a week in my tarot reads. And a lot of people will say you can't predict time. You're right, you can't. But I know I'm doing short term. Okay, so these reads are for within a day before to up to a week in time. This could happen to you, you know? What is my point in this tarot? It's to help the gifted. It's to help give messages to the gifted, to help them get through whatever they're getting through, help them give guidance to them, any of that such. It is not for the common Joe who's working a 9 to 5 job. I mean, you can still be working a 9 to 5 job, but these messages aren't just for someone looking for romance or, I mean, it could sometimes go that way, but it's really not my focus. This is for the gifted that have abilities. If you're an empath, medium, psychic, all that. For this one, it's psychic, mediums, clairvoyants, and dream walkers. You know, any way this can help you, I'll know by the card which one I'm talking to. That's why tarot will not work like traditional tarot, where the Ten of Swords is backstabbing. That might not necessarily mean that in what I read. Understand that. I am using tarot in a whole different way now. Okay? I'm using it to inspire, but also to enlighten and help the gifted. So let's get started here, okay? All right. So, animal spirits, do you have any messages for the visually gifted? Do you have any messages for the visually gifted? This will become easier once I get my animal cards because I rely on animal spirits, not human. I don't talk to ghosts as far as humanoid ghosts or any of that. I talk to animals. I'm an animal whisperer in real life. I can talk to any wild animal and have no problem with it. Go up to any animal after a given amount of time, even wild, and actually pet it. So, and that's mainly because I feel I'm connected with the animal kingdom in the spirit sense. You know. All right. So let's start off with dreamwalkers. What messages do you have for dreamwalkers, mediums, and clairvoyants, and psychics, of course? No, I don't wait till the cards pop out. Spirit already takes care of that for me. I don't mind. I need the message in the card. And it's not my concern to let y'all see my cards or anything. I will call them out, but they won't make necessarily sense to you because, again, if you go off the traditional tarot read, you're going to be confused. I'm only using these as an instrument. I am not using this as for a typical tarot read. It's merely to get spirit to show me what it wants me to talk about, the topic of conversation. I'm making 3 categories, one for each of the gifted, like clairvoyant, um, dreamwalker. Okay, so I have to make 4 categories. Let's put these books down here. All right, so I'll go over here. Figure out which is which once I get done laying. These cards are shuffled. I do not know what's going to be laid out. I'm not someone who would ever do such a thing. I would never spit on the spirits by trying to rig tarot reads. That is not my way. In fact, I fear the spirits, so I would never do such a thing. So, all right. So, let's see. Spirits, channel into these cards. Let me see the messages you want me to feel and hear. Animal spirits, hear me. All right. Let's do this. Dreamwalker, clairvoyant, psychic, medium. That is what I'm labeling these categories. Now I shall look at them and fully figure out what's being said. For the dreamwalkers, immediately getting the impression that you're stuck on something. On the first action card, it is showing that you're stuck. Okay, so you dreamwalkers, in your dreams, you've been going on journeys. Short ones though, not far. And yes, no, I don't fit all of these categories, but I am a dream walker, so it's easy for me to understand that. That's why I include it. When most people don't do dream walkers, I do, because I am one of the best dream walkers. I mean, not the best, but I'm very gifted at dream walking. Every night I remember every dream. All right, so this is talking about that you're stretching too far. You're literally going too far. You're astral projecting way too far. And whoever this is pertaining to, you're straining yourself. And how I know this is when you fall asleep, you actually feel that jolt, like you're being forced out of your body. And that shouldn't be that way. It is natural to have a jolt when you're going to go a long distance. But this is saying that you're going too far. And wherever you're drifting to, wherever you're going to, you're not ready. So you need to restrict how far you travel. Okay? If you're going through 3-dimensional doors, jumping all the way over, your soul line, your soul thread is not strong enough to keep maintaining where you're heading or where you keep ending up. Some dream walker out there is consistently going to the same location again and again. Maybe because they like something there. Maybe because they're learning a lot of information. Maybe because they are inspired to, or something. There is a reason that you're going to the same spot again and again. Here's the problem. You're a dream walker. And just because you have the ability to do that doesn't mean you should. You should know as well as I that every dream walker has to go where they're meant to, not where they want to. And that is the rule. So if you're visiting the same location 3 nights in a row, you're failing. You're hurting yourself. You're not failing being a dream walker, obviously, but you're failing your mission and what you're supposed to be doing. You don't control the dreams, they control you as far as where you go. You should know this. So repetitively going to the same place is bad. It's not meant to. Now, going there every once in a while is fine. But as a dream walker, you should know that certain locations can only be accessed at certain times when your spirit is at its strongest. And this person, whoever I'm speaking to, is repetitively going to the same place, way too far, and is straining their soul. You would know this by feeling exhausted, fatigued every day when you wake up. You see what I'm saying? Like you would feel haggard. You would feel rough because this kind of trip is only meant to be done maybe once every 2 weeks. And this says to me, you're literally doing it quite a lot, actually. And that's great. You're making yourself stronger in the way that you can drift and travel, but you have to give yourself time to recuperate. It's not saying that you shouldn't go to this place. It's saying that you need to rest in between. You need to stay at home or just have a normal dream, stay in your head once in a while. You don't always have to accept the calling when you're too fatigued to go out. Let me read the other cards. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's that thing right here with the Two of Wands. You need to take shorter trips. It's fine if you stay in the dream realm or even just take one-dimensional door, but don't take two and three-dimensional doors. You're stretching your soul thread too far, too wide. Okay. Next one is the Fool. Yeah, it's just clarifying what I said. You're being foolish. And no, I know Tarot Fool means something else. Again, these cards are talking to me. So I'm translating them how I perceive them because I'm doing 4 different categories, okay? You're being foolish doing this repetitively. You need to back off. You need to stay in your own head or at least drift only so far, only to what you can handle and doesn't feel taxing, okay? Now the Empress. See? Right there. Delays will prove necessary. That's what I'm talking about. Just take a little break, rest or if you have control of your dream walking, keep inside yourself or just take a day off, build in your kingdom of imagination when you're in there. Every dream walker has their own kingdom when they go in their head where they rest when they're not out walking. Okay? So just take a break. That's what this is saying. Okay, just take a break, relax, heal, recuperate. This ain't gonna be to all dream walkers, but there is a dream walker that needs to hear this. You're using your ability too much, all right, and it's taxing your physical body. It's great that your mind and your spirit is that powerful. I get it, okay, but heal, okay. Take the time to heal. Dream walking is a lot different than all the other abilities and has a lot higher price than most of the others except mediums when it comes to straining your ability. Take a break, take 2 days off, go get something to eat, take a relax, massage, whatever the heck you do to relax. And, when you go to bed, don't take sleeping medicines that make you stay asleep. Allow yourself to wake up naturally, okay? If you need to take one night off, I don't care if it's going to, like if it's a medicine that will hurt you, obviously not. But what it's saying here is don't force yourself into staying dreams that you're not meant to be in for that long, okay? All right, let's see if I've got any other messages from Spirit on those. I want to know what it says about this Hangman. Spirits, what do you want me to tell the dream walkers on the Hangman? Because that card I haven't fully understood yet. I'll read it again. Okay, it is saying you're getting stronger. You had a debate about it and you're testing your new abilities. So I feel like this is a young dream walker. I feel like this is someone who's been trying to see how far they can go with this ability. And that's cool and all, but don't burn yourself out. You get lost out there in the 5D and you stay out there too long, you can cut that soul tie and you'll never get back to your body, and your body will be a walking zombie for the rest of its life with no one behind the wheel. So relax, okay? Relax. Chill out, my man or my lady, Give yourself some time to heal. Whoever this is pertaining to, patience, you don't have to become the ultimate dream walker in one day. You've got time. So pace yourself. Give yourself breaks in between these sessions of where you dream walk, okay? I don't really need clarification on any of this. It's kind of quite explanatory there. I'm going to leave it at that because it's just basically a message of rest and regroup. All right, now on to the clairvoyance, the ones who see reality with the crystal clear vision. I am not a clairvoyant, or if I am, I don't know I am. But I do have very good thoughts and very good mind. But I always felt like clairvoyants were something more than that. They could do so much more. I hope I help you all on this. I'm really going to try because I've never actually met a clairvoyant in life. And if I'm one, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't know how to judge myself on this. The magician. Element of surprise, good or bad. Judgment. Decisions pending finality. The only decision that can be made under the circumstances. Three of Swords. Deception, frustration, jealousy. Broken heart. Ooh. Five of Cups. Money losses. All is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. Okay, so let me get a read for this. Clairvoyants are the hardest for me to read because they're alien to me in the sense of fully understanding the ability. Animal spirits, please get me to help me to understand what this message means. And it is not typical tarot, so this will not apply. So you can't send me messages that it would. Alright, the Magician. I feel like you're working your magic on that, you know? Element of surprise, good or bad. So you could have something good or bad. Maybe when you see into others' thoughts, you know, or you get the vision of what's going on or the setting of what's going on, it might have a detriment effect. It might have a good effect, you know? Judgment. I feel like that's you. I don't feel like that's them judging you. I feel like you're judging a situation or a subject. You see what I'm saying? Because that energy, it comes off like it should be directed at me, which means personal. So I'm directing it back at y'all as personal. You see what I'm saying? And with that personal, you really need to discern something wisely and very well thought out. You know, you're clairvoyant, so you should know this. And why there's self-doubt in the clairvoyant, maybe it's because see, I think that goes with this. The Three of Swords, deception, frustration, jealousy, broken heart. I think your heart's getting in the way. Your ability, whoever this is, their ability is like spot on. Spirit, like I've got three animal spirits residing around this Judgment card. One on the Magician, and four on the Three of Swords, and one on the Five of Cups I haven't gotten to, so we'll deal with that in a minute. But on the Judgment, it's saying that you're doubting yourself and you're clairvoyant. I mean, come on, you've got the clearest vision in the world. You know, you don't need to doubt yourself. And I know why. It's over the matter of the heart. So you're either in love with someone or you're heartbroken, but whatever this heart matter is, you're only not seeing clearly because your heart is in the way. Your ability isn't to be questioned ever. Okay? So if you're having problems seeing the truth, you need to soul search. You need to look within, you know? You need to definitely dive in, pull that out, and get it out of the way and have an objectional view. You know what I mean? Where just your ability applies. Just your ability, just your gift. Take the heart out of the matter and you will see clearly again. Whatever you're in love with or pained by is getting in the way of your ability. That's why you are confused. Okay, let's get to the last card. And I have the Fox Spirit on this heart card. Like, you need to be cunning. You need to get out of your own way. You know, on these, I have the bear, the owl, and the, what the hell's that creature called? The platypus, which honestly, I don't know how to interpret the platypus, but it's, but anyways, the bear and the owl tells me you need that strength, that mother bear, that yes, you're a mother, yes, you're or a father, or yes, you're strong, but you need to hibernate in yourself, is what it's telling me. You need to sleep on it, dwell on it, meditate on it, whatever your mojo is to get back to your vision, because all of this screams that you're in your own way. You know, let's see what the last one is. This is the monkey. Money losses. All is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. So basically, how I interpret that with the monkey is if you get out of your own way, you'll get the banana, you know, pretty much. I mean, basically, You haven't lost everything, but you lost something. Maybe love, maybe control. I'm not sure what you lost, but you have lost something, but you still have something to protect. You still have something to gain. You still have something to value here. So don't give up, you know. Now, for the clairvoyants, y'all need to really realize that y'all will always have the right path before you if you get out of your own way. Don't let your human persona uh, blur your vision, okay? Don't let your heart blur your vision. You know what you see, and it's right in front of you. Please trust in that, okay? You have to trust in yourself. And whatever this heart matter is, just get out of the way. You know, see it with your third eye, whatever you use to have that clairvoyance, use it, you know, and put your emotions aside. Now, empaths would be totally different. Telling an empath to not trust their emotion is like telling a dog not to bark. But a clairvoyant doesn't always need emotions in the way. Now, if you need emotions to help your vision, that's true. But in this particular matter, there's something so severe or so impactful in the heart that it's clouding your vision. That's strictly what it's saying. Because you've got 3 animal spirits on this one, and you've got 3 animal spirits on this one, judgment and the heart. The other ones just have one, which is normal. So, you know, it's just like get out of your way. You know, like you have to go in and do some soul searching. Okay. And I'm making short reads today because I'm very nervous about all this because I'm not used to doing this and I'm trying this new, you know. So bear with me. The reads will get better, they'll get longer, but I'm very nervous. Okay. So I would like to just do simple reads today. I will do 1 read for both types each day. And I know I haven't been consistent on my martial arts channel for doing stuff like that, but you got to heal and muscle. On tarot, I can do that every day. And it'll always be around the morning hour. That's all I'm going to leave for the clairvoyance today. Please get out of your way. You have the wisest discernment. Please trust it. Put your emotions aside and you will know your answer to your problem, whatever that be. All right. Eesh. This is the category I do not like. No offense, but mediums freak me the fuck out. Even I'm a medium when it comes to animal spirits, but human spirits come around this when I try to invoke this. So it's really, we're going to get through this pretty quick. Mediums always are the hardest for me to deal with, even as a medium, you know, because I'm not a full medium in the sense that I accept all spirit. Page of Swords. Young woman of 25 years, spying or deception. Great, now she's here. Reflecting back over your shoulder. That is a spirit ghost. That is not an animal spirit. That is a human spirit that is attached to that card. 3 of Cups. Celebration, bright happiness. That is an animal spirit. That's actually one of my favorite, the Falcon. Ace of Wands. Wow. New beginnings, birth, new ideals, creation. Okay. And that one has the elephant. 5 of Pentacles. Delays around money coming in from the cold. Money don't apply here with mediums. I'm not doing money reads, so I've got to understand this card. Give me more clarity on the 5 of Pentacles. I don't understand how that applies. Give me more clarity on the 5 of Pentacles. I don't understand how that applies. Animal spirits, please guide me. Animal spirits, please guide me. Fox spirit, eagle spirit, falcon spirit, elephant spirit. Translate what this is saying. I'm not understanding. Why are we talking about money? We should be talking about abilities. This isn't money. Okay, thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Okay. 6 of Cups. Happy home, childhood memories. Wheel of Fortune. Elevation of money. Overseas trip. Vacation places. Now I understand. Okay. So for you mediums, you're having a spirit. How do I say this? Chill out. You're having a spirit visit you consecutively again and again. And how I'm seeing this is that It's not a bad spirit. It's a spirit trying to tell you to move forward. And it's a spirit trying to tell you this is for a medium that is not using their ability right. Meaning like they fully got the power, but they don't employ it. They don't go out and use it for what it's for or help the people they're meant to help. This is a medium that just strictly stays inside, sees these things and never interacts with them, or if they do interact with them, they don't relay the message, give finished results to the spirit so it can move on, or so that that medium can have understanding of what it's meant to do. This is a medium that needs to start following their mission. Okay, whoever you are, stop staying inside, stop avoiding the ghosts. It's not going to make it better. It's actually going to get worse, and it's kind of like you take on a case and then you ignore it, and then you take on another case, and then you ignore it, and then you take on another case. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You've got to deal with the first ghost. Okay, and this ghost isn't a bad ghost. This ghost is, she's right here telling me that you need to and believe me, I want to finish this message so she'll go away. I'm not friendly with ghosts of this nature, and I can't see her in the way that you would think, but I can sense the essence right here on my shoulder. She's trying to relate to me that you need to start embracing your ability. You need to start embracing your calling, and you need to go out there. It's also saying over here with the Three of Cups, when you do this, you will feel so much satisfaction, so much joy, and so much understanding, and things will start moving smoothly for you again. You know, they'll start progressing. Okay. Um, and after you do that, you get the Ace of Wands. You know, for me, this is a victory card. You know, this will be a new beginning, a new life for you. You know, whoever this particular medium is. Remember, I don't appeal to the masses. I rather appeal to the gifted and only the gifted rather than 10,000 views on this channel. Okay? If I only reach one person on this, I'm A-okay with that. So who this is, you have a new beginning. You have victory once you step out that door. If you see that haunted house or that spirit in the street or whatever, and you just decide to walk on by it, you're denying your calling. Engage it. You know, if you're seeing that ghost or you're seeing that spirit, you're meant to engage it. Okay, and when you do, and when you have closure with that spirit, you'll find that you get something in return, that things line up for you, that spirits themselves will serve you and help you once you embrace your calling, that they'll protect you. You know, this is not a bad spirit. This is a spirit that is simply saying you're denying yourself, and we can't, they can't, as far as we, the ghosts, can't fucking help you until you stop denying who you are. You know, don't go mad with this shit. Don't let it drive you nuts or bonkers. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to accept them as a guide. You know, listen to their story or message, or if you see it or hear it. I don't know how y'all do it with the ghosts. For me, it's an impression. You know, I don't like dealing with ghosts, so I'm going to move on from this. But I like animal ghosts. I don't like human ghosts. Yeah, embrace your ability and get out there in the world and use it. Okay. And for the last and the clarification, Pinnacle of Monies, once you do this, the wheel of fortune means to me like the wheel of time. Life starts going forward for you. And you'll be successful. You'll be happy. And you might even want to consider a business out of this. You know, is also kind of what it's saying. But it is saying you'll be successful. Oh, wait. Okay. Looking at this. It also says that with the Six of Cups as the ending card, you need to visit your true home. The one that you felt was home when you were a child, where all this started. You know what I mean by that. Where you first noticed the signs. When you were a young man, a young woman, a teenager, you need to go back to the source of where this happened, where the first spirit attached to you to awaken this power within you. You know, whether because it's bloodline or not, they are there and they are waiting for you. When you do that, whether it's scary, I don't even care if the house is burnt down and there's nothing but ashes, go stand on that ground and allow that spirit to come talk to you. Okay? Once you do that, you start moving forward and you get this. Okay? You get happiness, you get content, you get fulfillment, you get your missions and life's purpose moving forward. Okay, sorry I went so long on the mediums, but I had to pull clarifiers, so that made it, I know it was difficult to understand that. All right, so dreamwalkers, um, clairvoyance, mediums, psychics. Ooh, yeesh, psychics. I love psychics, but man, trippy, trippy, trippy. Always seeing the future. I am only a psychic in the sense of something endangers my life. I will see a glimpse of it, but I do not see long-winded versions of what's coming for all people around me or any of that. You endanger my life, you will not be able to kill me very easily. I'm not saying I can't die, but I will see glimpses of what's going to happen before it happens and generally move out of that situation. I am not a psychic in that I could read the future for others or anyone else other than myself in that immediate danger moment. That's why I feel qualified to at least give a little on this, and I'm going to. But the tarot also reads itself, and the animal spirits will make sure I get the cards I need to help you. All right, so psychics. For you psychically gifted, whether young at the ability or old, spirits. I call on the owl for discernment. I call on the owl for wisdom. The owl is my animal spirit. It is my strongest animal spirit. I call on the owl for discernment. I call on owl for wisdom. Come forth. What is that? No, can't take it then. I call on the owls for discernment. I call on the owls for wisdom. Animal spirit, come forth. Tell me what the psychics need to hear. I call on the owl for wisdom, the owl for discernment. Thank you. I'm doing you different because psychics are very, very tricky to understand. Very the trickiest of all the gifted. They have the biggest plague and they have the biggest gift, when it comes to foretelling. Okay. Three of Pentacles, improvements underway, but delays around it. Renowned glory, piece of worship. Okay. That has the weasel for some reason on it, and I don't know why. It's only a elusive animal. The moon, deception or delays, emotions, up or down, may be deceptive, may be deceiving yourself. Well, that explains the weasel. Deceiving yourself emotionally or others. Okay. And I read these because they help me get an understanding of the message the Spirit's trying to tell me, and I can translate it in my way. Ace of Pentacles, money coming, divine wish being granted. Ooh, good for you. Loneliness, the hermit, loneliness, unattached, soul searching, time needed. Okay. What does this go to? Eight of Swords. Oh, sorry. Eight of Swords. Sorry about that. Frustrations, feeling being bound and gagged. Two of Pentacles. Money confusion. That goes with this one. Okay. So I feel like this is for a young psychic. I feel like this is for someone who's trying to learn their ability and figure out, because they're trying to get around their ability and it's not working. Trying to disregard it or something, or flat out thinking it won't serve them in any way. You might have a business idea, and I'm not going to read all these cards like how I did these because psychics are way different. So I'm going to read it as a whole. The energy and all the animal spirits that come to me tell me this: that a young psychic out there is trying to figure out, is she crazy or is it real? It's real. It's very, very real. Okay? What you're going through is real, and you need to capitalize on it. Meaning, like maybe you need to open up your own little psychic shop, or maybe you need to open up your own little friends group where you give readings to your friends or loved ones. Doesn't matter. It doesn't say age in this, so this could be young or old. But I really get an impression that there's a young psychic that may see this one day that needs to realize that they need to believe in themselves. They need to trust their guidance and their inner wisdom. They need to trust the flashes that happen. Spirit is making flashes happen in my mind. The animal is, it's like making my thoughts race, showing me flashes. So it's really saying the visions and the psychic or the impressions you're getting, you need to stop doubting it. You resisting your ability is hurting you, and it's hurting your brain. If you just let it flow, see the vision, no matter if it's a bad vision, which probably is because that's the only type of visions I would imagine that would hinder or hiccup you. But even if it's a bad vision, let it run its course, okay? And when it's done, you'll find that it'll leave you. You might still remember it, but it won't plague you or haunt you. So embrace your ability, and later down the road, when you do and start accepting your calling, you'll be able to move forward. And it says you're going to be successful. It says that you actually have a good odds of starting a business here. Let me put this card up. Yeah, starting a business, or if not a business, a free base. Maybe you just give your psychic readings for free. But once you start doing it and stop being worried about what others think, because I really get the impression on this one right here, on this Two of Pentacles, the way this guy is juggling, like, how will they judge me? Will they judge me this way? Will they judge me that way? Will they lock me up on the fourth floor and call me crazy? Or will they accept my views and visions, and my impressions on those visions? They will. They will accept you. you know Start out with someone you trust, okay? And when you do that, and this is definitely for a young psychic, I'll give other reads on the elder ones as I get better at this, but this is my first read ever in this format. The spirits in the dream told me to do this, so this is how I'm doing it. And I had to dream for several days to figure out how to go about this. That's why if anyone's noticed, my channel's been up but no videos. I'm not going to make a video until I get the dream that tells me what the video is about, or how it goes. This young psychic needs to believe in themselves. If you're seeing the future or seeing things that are going to happen, and then you're like, no, that's not going to happen. And then it does. And then you doubt yourself. And then it does again. And then you doubt yourself. Wake up. You are a psychic. You see the vision, okay? Allow yourself to move with this. Allow yourself to trust yourself, okay? And trust that people won't be as harsh as you think, okay? They won't. Whoever you're doubting, the animal spirit says you don't have to doubt. Your ability is so concrete and so real that you will give good advice to the ones you're seeking to help, and they will confide in it. Trust yourself, believe in yourself. Okay. And the last card, the Hermit. Loneliness, soul searching, time needed, or time alone. I take that as the Hermit in the sense that you need to go within, allow these visions to process, to flow, and you need to embrace them. Okay, when you embrace them, they won't plague you no more. I really get the strain of pain on this. Like, you're in pain because of confliction, mental confliction, emotional confliction, or spiritual confliction. I'm not sure which, but in some way, this ability is hurting you. It's affecting your life, maybe your daily life. Maybe people look at you weird. Maybe, I don't know. What this is saying is you need to sit down with yourself, turn on the lights, meditate, and allow what's going to happen. And once you do, a whole bunch of light switches turn on for you and things run smoothly. It might be painful at first because it's a flood. It's going to be a flood for you. I ain't going to sugarcoat this. This is definitely saying you've got some soul searching to do with the Hermit, meaning if you just sit down, turn off the lights for 2 seconds and started the visions, and then you turn them off, no, not acceptable. You have to allow it to play through all the way through. I don't care if it takes 6 hours to see that vision all the way through. Allow it to happen. And when you do, your world's going to change dramatically. That's why I definitely feel this is for a young psychic. Allow it to happen, okay? Don't deny yourself. All right. Now I'm going to do, oh, damn, not 11 o'clock. I guess it's dawn. Yep, it's dawn. That's the end of this read, guys. And I just got done on the last card. I'm going to give you all an impression rock for your day, what kind of emotion each of you are going to have. For the dream walkers, how's your day going to go down tonight when you go to sleep? Let's see. Hold on. Drop them. Furthest one away is protection. You need to protect yourself. Again, I think that's just because you need to make sure that you take your rest and you do not stretch yourself further than you can. Okay. Now, for the clairvoyance, that's just saying you need to stay close at home. Don't drift so far from your body tonight or the next 3 days. That's my recommendation. Take 3 to 4 days off. Stay within your own mind. Stay within this realm. Don't go through dimensional doors. Give yourself a break. For the clairvoyance, what do we have? This should be easy. And the one rock that applies to the clairvoyance, and I was right. Clear your vision. Trust your vision. Let your heart out of the way. Oh, it also has this just as far. This, for me, is calm your mind. Get out of your emotional state, calm your mind, and think clearly. Okay? Yeah, definitely. It's just back to that same thing that I said. You've got some kind of heart matter, some kind of love or interest or family member or friend that's really plaguing your ability. And you can't make a wise decision simply because you won't get out of your way. You need to calm your thoughts before your visions will be clear again. Ooh. For you mediums, I know this doesn't go with your story all the way, but it says love. Love yourself. And that's how I see this. This is totally like I should love myself. That's the feeling I get. So love yourself. Okay? Love yourself. Embrace this and allow all this beautiful shit to happen to you. Okay? Hold on. And for you psychics. Sweet buddy. Let's get it right on the psychics. And they're the ones guiding the future. For the emotion for the day. It's got a comfortable read on it. This one's just saying trust in yourself. Trust your heart. Trust your heart, psychics. Get out of your way. Go home. Fill your love and fill your cup up with love. All right, that's my rock read for just emotions. These are emotional rocks. They are not meant for anything but an emotional read for the day. Trust your heart on that, psychics. You are the real deal. Who I'm talking to has the ability. Stop thinking you're crazy, okay? Trust your heart. Trust your guides. Or whatever you trust as a psychic. I'm not a psychic like that, so I don't know. Trust your heart, All right, this is the end of the psychics, clairvoyants, mediums, and dreamwalkers. We're going to be doing the spiritual healers next. We're going to take an hour break and let dawn fully rise. And then I will be doing all healers from empath to Reiki, and all those. I don't know all the classifications of healers. Actually, there's so many of them, I couldn't list them off. But we're going to do them next. And I put them all in one category. I'll do multiple card sets for the ones that I do know by heart. I'll have to do more research on the different varieties. But for now, we're putting them as general reads on the healers. That's why they're last, and I do this first. Because these ones I understand really well. Healers, I'm an empath. I'm a full-fledged empath, Heyoka, and my healing ability applies to these a lot easier than that, but I can do here. I'm going to be doing healing reads, so stay tuned. I'll be back within an hour or two as soon as the sun cracks through my window. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. May peace and love find you, and may you trust your spirits, because they're always with us. The gifted are never alone. Remember that, my people.